I mean, I'm sure you would never do this, but if a party happens to come across, but good thing I'll be home. Good thing I'll be home.
Yeah,
but Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, there's always going to be something happening.
Really?
Don't tell your mom I told you, though.
Okay, she's totally not right there.
I know. I'm like, oh. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Quince World Podcast. Just quickly, before we start, if you guys are enjoying these podcasts so far, make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel because we have really cool guests. We have a very, very special human. I mean, I don't think we've ever met before, right?
No, this is our first time ever meeting. So.
I know. I'm so excited. We have Miss Honey Robinson.
Yes.
I was telling her earlier that her name sounds so professional and so famous, and I'm like, it's so fitting for you. I was reading your description. I was like, oh my God, what doesn't she do? But I'm so excited to kind of get into it. I mean, like you said, we've never met before, so this is going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited.
How are you feeling?
Mean, this is a little icebreaker for you and I to get to know each other, but it's also a really great way to just catch up.
Literally, I'm like, hey, how are you feeling? Excited, nervous?
I'm hyped. I'm really excited.
Okay.
This whole morning I was prepping. I was watching the other episodes, and I'm yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for it. So I'm excited.
Oh, I'm excited. Okay, so let's get into it. I mean, how did you get into MDQ? How did you hear about it?
Yeah.
What was I love asking parents' reaction, so let's get started.
Yeah,
MDQ.
for sure. MDQ, where it all began.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, I was 14 like all the other girls, and my quinceañera was coming up, and my mom, she was the one that was like, honey, you need to submit an audition video. I don't know how she heard of MDQ. She heard of it before I did. And I was like, Mom, I don't know. I might do it. Yeah. And then I actually posted on my YouTube channel where I have my audition tape, and she's behind the camera sending me. But I submitted the video, and I didn't hear anything for months later.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, I remember it was a Tuesday. I don't know why I remember, but it was on a Tuesday. And I got this email from one of the producers saying, hey, we loved your audition tape. We want to call you in. And I was like, you're lying. Yeah. At first I was kind of whatever happens. But I got the email. I'm like, dude, this is it. Oh my God. I was jumping off the walls, and everything happened fast from there. I went to the office and we met, and then we were filming a week later. So
oh my God. And then what was do you have any siblings? You do, right?
Yeah, I have 3 brothers.
Okay. And what was their reaction?
Yeah, my brothers, they had no idea what a quinceañera even was. Okay. I'm the only girl, right? So I'm the first to really do all of this. Okay. So they were kind of just in the sidelines, I don't know what my sister's on, but I mean, I guess I'll be a part of it.
Yeah. And they loved it?
Yeah, they were filming when I went to go pick up my dress, and they're they wanted to play it cool, but they were excited. I could tell. I could tell.
And then once you started filming, I want to hear a little bit about your first day of filming, because for me that was such a memorable day, because I was so nervous and I was getting ready and I literally was about to throw up, because obviously I had no idea. But what was yours like?
Yeah, we were all crying and throwing up.
No, literally all of us.
All scared. I remember I had filmed a little video, and I'm like, all right, honey, the crew's coming, it's time. And I was really scared. I was really nervous. But I had grown up, performing Shakespeare and doing theater and things like that. Awesome. So I kind of had an exposure already. Okay. So once they came, I was scared, and I just see everybody coming into my house, and I'm like, oh, my cameras and lights and microphones. Yeah. But after that, it's a conversation, and cameras just happen to be there. Yes. It's really natural. It wasn't very intimidating or scary, it was very easygoing.
Well, your episodes got a total of 9 million views, almost 9 million views. And that's insane to me. It freaks me out that so many people know your business like that, right? But obviously you put yourself out there. Yeah. But isn't that a crazy number to think about? It's insane. And your most viewed episode was episode 5. That was 3.1 million views in one episode.
I don't think I really got it until I started comparing my views to Dodger Stadium for some reason, because when you're there, you see all the people and you're like, that's insane. But when I thought about the fact that millions of people have seen my face, and they've heard me talk, it's weird. Yeah. But it's crazy. There's a huge quinceañera audience. A lot of support.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes. What was your favorite moment of your quince overall? Would you?
I think, the whole day was a blur. I mean, it was so fast, crazy filming, and I'm glad I have it on tape to look back on. But I think the part that I remember the most is just being on the dance floor after the surprise dances were over, and we were dancing YMCA, and my whole family was on the stage and stuff, and it's I think that's what I loved, was just seeing everybody dancing and letting loose, and I'm all right, it was worth it. The craziness was worth it.
Yeah, that's so weird that you say that, because for me too also, it's I woke up and then I just fell asleep. I that whole day for me was like such a blur, and I think it might have been because like we were always on camera, and like I feel like it kind of ruined it. I mean, personally, like I feel like I was like, ooh, like I didn't really get to spend a lot of time out there, but like now looking back, you have like such like amazing videos, you know. Exactly. And what was your theme?
My theme was honey.
You're like, my theme was me, as you should. Oh my god, that is so cute. So it was like, I'm sure there's just honey everywhere.
Yeah. Okay, so my mom had worked with a party planner, right? So I had no idea what it was really going to look like until I walked in, and they caught like my genuine reaction of like, dude, the cake has honey dripping on it, and there's bees everywhere. And like there was like this big banner of like honeycomb behind me. And I've even had people comment on my TikTok like, honey, I hope it's okay, but like I'm going to do my theme as honey too. And I'm like, that's so dope.
No,
like,
and it's so like unique as well. Like I'm sure nobody's done that. What is like, is there any regrets you have from that day or anything you wish you can like redo?
I honestly feel like even though there were like little mistakes here and there, like my damas getting cherries on there, maybe I would have taken them to Chick-fil-A and let them drink Sunday like shakes and stuff. But I feel like all the mistakes and all the chaos like made it work. Yeah. As far as like the filming side, I probably would have told my mom, I would have left her at home first of all, and then second, I would have told her like, Mom, let's slow it down, because a lot of the people who were like mad in my comments were about my mom, like, oh my goodness, she's so controlling. She wants her to get this dress, blah blah blah. And I would have told my mom like, Mom, let's just dial it back a little,
just a little bit, just but always mother knows best. So
yeah, it's true.
Can't really complain. That's funny though. And then after your show, you had your own little show, and it was Sweet Life of Honey. I actually love that name. It's like it flows with everything. It's literally perfect.
Thank you.
I want to hear about that. How did that come about? What was like? I feel like that's like super like intimidating, like having your, I don't know, tell me all about it. I want to hear.
Yeah, you got it. So it was a quarantine show, so my family and I, we filmed everything. You know, we came up with a lot of the creative concepts, like and mind you, the whole world was shut down, no one was going anywhere, and we had to somehow make our lives entertaining enough to like put out there, you know. So the house always had to be clean. Like I've never seen the house that spotless because we were always filming. Like
no, same. My mom would like go crazy about. She has like major OCD, I feel like, and every time we'd like, they'd be filming and just like clean the whole house, literally clean every single inch of the house, because like God forbid something looks wrong.
The camera's gonna somehow just go under the table and be like, let's see if it's clean.
No, like, literally crazy. That's what I was saying earlier. That's too funny. But that's kind of difficult though, since you guys had to do it all by yourself. Like did you guys like have any conflict throughout your family with doing that?
Slightly, only for the fact that like we were trying to come up with things, and my little brothers would be like, honey, why do you want me to cook like a steak in the middle of the day, like just to do some like cooking competition? So it's just a matter of really getting my family to understand, like, guys, we're trying to create something here, like we need everybody's support. And at the end of the day, I'm really proud with how it came out, you know, like setting up the cameras and figuring out how I'm gonna send it, and it was a lot, but at the end of the day, I think it really helped unite my family, and it gave us something to do.
Really. I mean, especially that you're like literally locked at home doing nothing for months on end.
Exactly.
How many seasons did you have?
It was just one, so it was just kind of like a little quarantine one. But it showed a lot of growth and a lot of like storylines and like so the Robinson family.
Awesome. And I mean, if things were different, like would you do it again and like have people? Would you rather have people come in and like film it like the MDQ style, or like did you guys like that like solo? Like would you do a show again?
Yeah, I definitely would. You know, I love documenting things with my family, so we can look back when we're all old and wrinkly and be like, oh, that was so cute. And I actually really do like the like self-tape kind of thing, because I think we had like a lot of freedom to really be ourselves. You know, people tend to get like a little like weird in front of the camera, so I feel like as far as for my family, it made them really comfortable too. And
then was it just your immediate family in that, or did you have like extended family in the show as well?
Yeah, it was just my immediate family. So it was my parents, my brothers, and there was actually an episode with my older brother. He doesn't live with us, so he was trying to like, you know, come over, and it was my mom's birthday, and my dad wouldn't let him in the house, you know, because like safety and everything. And I remember people getting so mad. People were coming for my dad like there was no tomorrow. And then I was like, guys, my brother was literally eating sushi with us like all up in the house like 10 minutes before we filmed that. It was just so it was crazy. Like,
I feel like people have such a hard time like comprehending that like it's fake sometimes. Like sometimes you do need to set yourself up in situations like you know, and then you need to make it entertaining somehow, you know what I mean?
Right.
Oh my god, that's crazy. Well, congratulations, that's huge.
Thank you.
But I kind of want to get to your current day and like what's happening in your life? I want to hear like a day in the life of Honey. Just casual day.
Yeah, a
just to get
casual
into
day.
it.
Okay. So now that it's summer, I'm starting college in like less than 20 days. I'm
Oh my God.
scared.
Okay, I'm so excited. We'll talk about that in a second,
Yeah,
but
we'll
I'm
talk about that in a
so
second.
excited.
So a regular day in my summer life, I live off of to-do lists. Like I have a fat to-do list like
Really?
every day because it helps me feel motivated.
Okay.
So I get up, I'm trying to like develop good habits. So I read my Bible. I do like Duolingo every day. I have a 500-day streak.
Wow.
I'm like addicted to Duolingo. I don't know.
What's that?
A Spanish app. Like it's like a language app. So I'm just
my
like practicing Spanish for
God.
some reason.
And how's that going?
Good. I'm
Okay.
learning palabras every here
Okay.
and there.
Oh, okay. Good
I know how to
pronunciation.
read and write it and speak it.
Wow.
So it's just like extra practice so I don't forget it.
Oh my God.
So yeah, I'm learning my Spanish because a lot of people on the
bilingual.
show. Yeah, a lot of
She's
people on the
bilingual.
show were like, "Oh my goodness, like I don't know if she's Mexican enough," and I was like, "Oh,
my
okay."
Duolingo app says differently.
Thank you
Relax
very
over
mu- yeah,
there.
thank you very much. Yeah, but then I usually film. I've been getting a lot of auditions recently for acting, so
Okay.
I have to learn like 10 pages the night before and like film it. My parents film with me. I've been doing a lot of collaborations like on TikTok with like some of my favorite brands. Actually, tomorrow I'm going to Ohio with Hollister.
Oh my
For, like, a
God.
little trip.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm so excited to hear about that as well. But
Yes.
huge to-do list, girl.
Yes,
That's
to-do
so-
list. A lot
How
of
old
stuff.
are you?
17.
17?
Yeah.
Wait, and you're going to college? Wow, you're young.
Yeah, I'm not like a 17-year-old junior in high school. I'm a 17-year-old like going into college.
What?
I'm gonna be like a baby.
Oh my God. Wait, how did you start so early?
Oh, my birthday's late. It's in
Oh,
October.
okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
like some
When's your
prodigy
birthday?
that like graduated at like 14.
Oh. When's your birthday?
October 15th.
Mine's October 16th.
Girl,
I knew I liked you.
One day. I know, right? I
Our
felt
Libra
it.
queen.
I felt it.
Here we go. Okay, so let's talk about college for a second.
Yeah.
I heard you're going to USC. That's insane.
Yes,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So let's hear about it. What are you gonna do? Like, what's your major?
Yeah. So I had like to get it to get like I had to figure out a way to like smoothly say it.
Okay.
So I'm going to the School of Dramatic Arts.
Okay.
So my major is going to be theater with an emphasis in acting.
Wow.
But then I also want a double minor in business and film production because my mom was like, honey, if you're going to go in for the arts, I need you to do a little something else.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
very holistic. So I get to kind of like match like my major, my minors to what I really want to do.
Okay.
So film, business, acting is like right under my
Oh
umbrella.
my God, how
Yeah.
fun!
I remember being told that you dormed, right? 'Cause
Yes.
you were out of state. So how
Yes.
was that? Because I'm also going to dorm, even though it's kind of close. Like I still want to know, like,
absolutely.
what was that experience
No, I
like?
definitely recommend it. I think it like helps you grow up, and you like need to make a life of your own, and not have mom and dad like catering to you all the time, which is
Yeah.
like the best thing that probably could have happened to me. But I was lucky enough, and my freshman year like happened to get an apartment on campus, so I never really had like the true like dorm experience of like sharing a room and stuff. But I did share a bathroom with a girl, but I mean, it was great. It gives you an opportunity to meet a lot of people, and like just making sure you're like getting along with your roommates is the biggest thing, and it teaches you how to like coexist with other people, and
For sure.
also drawing boundaries of like when the dishes are like a little bit messy, like I have to tell you, like, can you please
Yeah.
go do your dishes, and like it just always being respectful, and I don't know, it gives you another perspective. But
Yeah.
I'm so excited. Dorming is so fun. A lot of my friends dormed and they loved it, and it's a great experience.
I hope it's fun. I know everybody always hypes up college. My mom's like, every Friday I'm gonna go pick you up and bring you home.
Absolutely.
And I'm
You're
like, I don't know how long that's gonna last, but we can try. We can try.
Oh my God. No, I think like refraining from like going home all the time is huge, especially so that you do live so close, but like you need to have that moment to kind of like be alone and just like miss home a little bit.
Yeah.
So then like when you are home, it's just like, it makes it a little bit better, like being around everybody.
Yeah,
but
like make them love me a little more.
yeah, you're like, come on guys, you need to miss me a little bit.
Come on. I'm already pulling that card. When every time my brothers like don't want to do something for me or don't want to like spend time with me, I'm like, I'm going to college soon. Like you're gonna miss me. And
You're
they're
like, come on.
You really, honey?
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Okay. Any other questions?
I want to ask like, what was the most difficult part? Like I know it's a lot of adjusting, but like, what was the hardest part for you?
Holding yourself accountable. Like as much as like work hard, play hard is really what it is. And you can get distracted. I mean, I'm sure you would never do this, but if a party happens to come across, but good thing I'll be home. Good thing I'll be home.
Yeah,
but
of course.
Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, there's always going to be something happening.
Really?
Don't tell your mom I told you though.
Okay, she's totally not right there.
I know. I'm like,
Mom.
yeah, no, it's just holding yourself accountable and making sure you're like able to balance the two. Because obviously it's going to happen. You're in college. Like, I mean, whether it be football games or whatever it may be, like you're going to have like a huge social life. So just making sure you're getting your work done as well, I think. And like just being responsible and not being an idiot, basically.
Yeah, I just won't be an idiot.
Just don't be an idiot.
Yeah,
that's it. No,
let's put it on a t-shirt. Don't be an idiot.
Don't be an idiot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited for you. USC is like huge.
Thank you.
That's a huge congratulations, because
I appreciate it.
I would never be able to do that, girl. So I got the understanding that MDQ kind of opened up that like acting career for you, and like that's kind of what made you go into acting, and like, is that how you realized that was like a good career, or how did you realize that?
Yeah, it was a crazy trickle effect, because like I mentioned before, you know, I did Shakespeare in elementary school. I would do little acting, and I didn't even know what I was saying.
Elementary school?
I didn't even know what the monologues meant. I was just up there like saying stuff. But I had made a really good connection with one of my acting teachers. Okay. And after I had done MDQ, he had actually seen like an ad on YouTube for like Sweet Life of Honey. Okay. And he reached out and was like, oh my goodness, I remember this girl. Like I taught her acting when she was like 10.
Oh my God.
So he reached out to me and was like, hey honey, you know, if you ever need support, I got you. And again, I wasn't going to take the opportunity. And there goes my mom, honey. Like just try it. And once I got back into it, I booked my first role. It was on the Goldbergs, and it was 3 words, but I was like ecstatic just to be there.
That's so cool.
Yeah, thank you. So then once I like got in the gist of like auditioning and like getting one every couple months, I was like, you know what, like this is what I'm meant to do. So MDQ and Sweet Life of Honey and like everything fell into place to where I could figure out like what I was meant to do. And
what other shows have you done, or like what other projects have you done with acting?
Yeah, so my first one was the Goldbergs, and then after that I was in this short indie film called Reminisce, which it was like the best day ever, because it was like with a bunch of teenagers, and I felt like I was in a movie filming a movie. It was weird. And then I recently did The Rookie, which was a very like emotional. I needed like a heart transplant. I was all pale. And then recently I just did my first Disney movie.
Oh my goodness! Yeah. Congratulations!
Thank you. I had to learn kung fu for it, and it was like I was sore every day afterward, but it was worth it. For sure.
My God! And how? I mean, you were just do you have like an agent or anybody?
Yeah, I have an agent and a manager. So from them, I'm able to get these auditions. Okay. I learn the lines, send them in, and I just like hope for the best.
Wow, that's awesome. I mean, that's insane. You're only 17. You're so young, and you're doing so much, and it's awesome that you're still putting your education first too, because I know a lot of people like to put their eggs in one basket and like run with it, but congratulations for also putting your education, because that's huge. But during that whole audition process, is there any time that you like are discouraged or feel like you want to kind of give up?
All the time. Like it took me to book the Goldbergs 7 months. Like 7 months of constant auditioning and acting classes to get the first one. And I know people see like, okay, when you do something and it's like, oh my goodness, that's so cool. But they don't see the aspect of like, I literally have like 12 pages in the car waiting for me to learn, because it's so long. And I have to, I'm going to be studying on the plane to Ohio. Like it's a lot of work that goes into it. But at the end of the day, like the things that come out of it are beautiful, but you have to really love it. Like it's not like I just want to like, you know, get famous and make money. Like you have to truly love the craft and like want to tell stories.
Since you have so much going on, do you have time for your dating life? Sorry, Mom, I have to ask about boys, but
she's like sweating over there.
She's like, oh my God. She's like, wait, I want to hear.
Yeah. So my parents are having a hard time kind of like accepting the fact that, you know, I'm slowly growing up. I'm a woman, and it's hard for them because like, you know, like slowly but surely, baby. You're like, you'll never know. But I think it's like a matter of like calming them down a little bit and be like, guys, you know, like I wasn't gonna be single forever. So we'll see what happens, but yeah, I'll keep you guys updated for sure. Like,
so are you talking to anybody?
Perhaps there might be a little surprise somewhere down the line.
Ooh, is he? Oh. Wait, are we spilling too much? Is he going to USC, or is it going to?
No, not USC. Okay. So it'll be like long distance.
Okay.
Like an hour.
Oh, not bad.
No, not bad. Not bad.
Okay, and when you come home on the weekends.
Yeah, I just have to learn how to drive first.
Oh.
Yeah. I hate driving. It makes
you
me
don't
so
wait. Do you have your license?
It scares me. No, girl, I'm struggling to get that permit.
Oh my God!
Like, I don't like it. Like everybody, I have like FOMO because everybody's like whipping around and like I'm gonna go to Starbucks just for fun. Yeah. And me, it's like I'm not going in the car unless I know you're my parent, or like I need to go because like I'm not crazy about driving. No.
Wow.
It's like I'm the only teenager that like doesn't like driving.
You know, my best friend didn't get her license until she was like 20 also, and like her mom would like drop her off at college like literally every weekend. She'd be coming back and forth.
It's gonna be you. It's gonna be me.
It's gonna be you.
It's gonna be me. Yeah.
What else is happening in your life?
Yeah, so I had started my clothing line Bad Views by Honey. And I was like really like strong like the first like year, but I think like things started to slowly die down, you know, like once I did my first drop and I was packaging orders. And it's so funny. So I hadn't checked the website to see if I had gotten orders for a while. And one day I'm like, I should just check. Like, what if there's one just sitting there? And it just so happened I had gotten one like the week before. And I forgot how to pack orders. I was like going into the rooms like looking for the I'm like, Mom, where are the cards at? Like, how do I package this thing? So it's definitely something that I want to work on, is like getting my business like back up running and like finding another passion for it, you know, because you have to be passionate about like the entrepreneurship side
and
of
that's like such hard work. What was like, what did you sell?
So it was a clothing line, and they were like tie-dye sets.
Oh, cute.
So they were like sweats, you know, the hoodies, and my little logo was like a little bee and stuff. So
that's really cute. Oh my God. Wow, you have a busy life. I'm sure your parents are like, when is she gonna calm down? Are your siblings like just as busy?
My brothers are very into sports. So I got like the, you know, brains and creative, and they're like football and like working out, and they're like literally 13 and 11, but I'm just like, good for you.
You're like, at least you're doing something.
Yeah, have fun with that. But yeah, they're busy too.
Are you gonna join a sorority?
Oh my, I am scared of Greek life.
Oh,
it seems like a cult. Like,
no,
I don't know.
Is. My friends are in like sororities, and they're in Zeta, or I don't know, and they're like, they're like, Zeta, and my big and my little and my fam, and I'm like, guys, what are you talking about? Yeah. But like, it's such like a fast-paced life, and like they like appreciate having that many friends, but like, no, if you're stick with a couple of friends you have and enjoy your time being there. Do you have any like, do you know your roommates already?
I did. So I was freaking out because I had originally planned to have a roommate, and we had the same major. So then I went to orientation, and the guy was like, do not dorm with someone who has the same major. I was like, dude. So I had to go and break up with her. I'm like, I'm so sorry, you know, but we stayed cool after. So I got a triple. So I have two other roommates because those rooms are bigger, and they're really cool. Like, I met one of them at orientation. Oh, nice. One of them can drive. So she's got us.
Hopefully she's good.
Yeah, hopefully she's good. So yeah, I'm good with my roommates in that aspect. But do you have... I know you were one of the OGs, you know, like MDQ and like Life After Quince. Like, do you have like a regret or something that you were like, you know what, I wish I would have done that differently looking back if you were to watch all the episodes? Like, is there something that you would have changed, or like something that you really learned from that?
I think on camera, everything was good, but like behind the scenes, again, with having that many girls together, it gets a little tricky. And I feel like sometimes, and I'm going to be honest, and I'm okay to admit this now because like I feel like I've grown, but there's like a lot of mean girl energy like before, and it created kind of like a negative work environment, especially when we would go on trips and stuff, and just changing that. But I mean, I regret it, but like it also made me kind of grow, and it brought our relationship far, like so much closer. I mean, to this day, I still am friends with all of them, despite all of the problems that like we had to face. And you know, when you're sitting on camera with 5 girls, everybody like wants their own camera time and like is unhappy with a certain thing. So I mean, there's a lot of like talking bad back in the day, but I mean, back in the day, it happens. You grow, and we were in high school, and we were so young. Like,
I know, that's crazy to think about. Like, everyone's like married now with kids.
Exactly.
And it's like, wow, you grew up on camera.
Yeah, Vivian has a kid. Victoria's like probably about to get engaged. Alyssa has like a amazing boyfriend, and she's in school, and Shani's a whole wife. Like, it's insane. And I'm not doing very much. I'm just in school. I'm single.
You'll get there.
It's so weird though, also because like during the filming process, like I was really the only one with like a steady relationship, and now that I'm older and like single, and all of my friends have relationships, I'm just like, ooh, this is a little awkward.
Yeah, like kind of like switched a little bit.
I'm like, okay, y'all switched up on me for what? But yeah, I mean,
you'll get it. Like, just like me with driving, like, you take your time, you'll do it when you're ready, and you'll be fine.
Alrighty, you guys. Honey, thank you so much for coming on. Please,
thank you for having
if you guys want to see me teach Honey how to drive, or maybe not, actually, that might be a little scary. Have you ever driven a car?
Okay, I got in the car with my parents. They almost flew out the window.
Oh.
Like, I thought you had to drive with one foot on the gas, one foot on the brake, like a stick shift the whole time.
Oh my god.
And I was like, how do you expect me to drive if I've never been
I'm
in here?
thinking way too much.
Like, why am I using 2 feet? So, I mean, you can try to teach me. Just bring some protective gear.
Okay, no, sounds good. Hopefully the airbags go off.
Yeah, we'll be good.
Alrighty, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And Honey, thank you for coming and hanging out with me for a while. It was so nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you.
Make sure you guys go ahead and like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys later.
Bye.